Okay, so today's session is going to be a bit different in the sense that I am making the assumption that you have already gone through the steps so that the screen that you're looking at right now looks familiar. I'm assuming that you may have gone through the initial steps to actually activate your website. Now, if that's not the case, then some of what I'm going to show you today is going to be confusing from the sense of I did Moxie website intro during the entire month of January. And now I want to show you a few tips and tricks that you can use to make it your own. Now, if I'm above your level of understanding, okay? One, I am recording this. One, I did record the sessions in January. And I also have a PDF presentation that you could look at to help you through the steps, or schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, which is included on each email that I send out on Monday morning. So I try to give you lots of options to try to make it work for you, because we all have funny and different schedules. So here we go. I am on, I'm going to use my Century 21 Town and Country website for illustration purposes. And again, I'm assuming you could get this far. So just above my picture, I have this funny thing that says my website, and I'm going to click on it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is actually a little bit of house cleaning, because I've learned a few things as I've continued to teach this course, and not only to teach it, but to do it for the company and all other things. Okay, so I'm going to take care of those administrative things. Now, if I do something that you didn't see how I got there, please stop me, and then I'll go back. Okay, because I don't want to lose anybody, even though this is being recorded. So the very first thing I am going to do is I'm going to come over here on the left-hand side, and I'm going to click on the property list. Okay. And when I click on property list, I'm going to go to the third one down, and I'm going to click on edit, which is under the featured properties. And then we're going to wait. I said I was going to get me a little, radio stations have those little songs and noises that make while you're waiting for the next thing to come up. So I got to do something like that where I can just push a button. Maybe, nah, I don't think that'll work. Come on, baby. It's amazing when you want it to go fast, it does everything but. It's kind of like watching a pot waiting to boil. So first tip is under featured properties, we clicked edit, and I would have you select my active listings, my office active listings, my office open houses, and my company's active listings. Now, if you're with SAC Bar, Century 21, you won't need to click on the My Company's active listings because there's only one office. But if you're anything else, then all four of those ought to be checked. And once those are all checked, you'll have a little bar down here at the bottom that'll go across. When it disappears, come back and click on the exclude pending, the exclude pending, the exclude pending, and exclude pending, so that you have a total of 8 check marks. Okay. Down here in the right-hand corner right now, it says listed date. But if you haven't changed it, it actually has the word custom, just like that. Now, I'm going to encourage you to come down and click on that arrow and select listed date. And here's the reasons why. We have old websites that we have to overcome. And it's just the nature of the business, but nonetheless. So as new listings are added across the company, what will happen is those listings will become a part of your page. Okay, that's a good thing, right? Because those new additions, and truly we are adding listings every single day. So that means that your page is being edited every single day. And so the Yield Boost SEO, which is a part of our website, it will reach out to search engines and say, hey, I've been updated. I got new information. Come check me out. And it will help get your website indexed. And of course, we didn't want that to happen. That's what happens when you get really, really slow Wi-Fi, right? So it will benefit you hugely in making your name and making the brand itself, using it to your advantage, using the company as a whole to your advantage. I'm going to go backwards just because I'm not that. Boop, 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 boop. We'll go back to property list. Come on, baby. Let the good times roll. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those doggies rolling.
So did you say we should do like the refresh on the listings? Is that what you were doing?
No, because one of the things I didn't extensively use, Joseph, to be honest, I forgot what I taught in the early beginning because I didn't understand the power of the Yield Boost then. Okay.
Yeah.
And now that I do, because of truly my own activity has been huge. What are you doing? Are you kidding me? The server did not respond in time. How's that my fault? I haven't had this happen at all. Now I can't say that, can I? Because it's happened twice. If it fails this time, oh, there we go. And of course, it's got listed date over there. So 8 check marks. Make sure this says listed date because it'll always have the newest listings at the top, okay? Which means it's always editing and refreshing. Come all the way down and hit publish. And notice you can actually hide properties if you want to by just clicking on that hide button and that hide button and that hide button. And then when you click on publish, they're hidden. They're not seen anymore. Kind of nice. So we're waiting for it to catch up one more time because we have a couple more steps that we're going to take. And that's good. We're going to come up to site pages, and I'm going to go to all pages. If you do not have any active listings currently, it says my active listings, it says hidden. If it does not say hidden and you don't have an active listing, you're going to want to click on the word below right there. See how the hidden's gone? Right now, underneath listings, it says hide. You're going to want to click that because it's a dead link. It's not going to take them anywhere. And the last thing we want them to do is click on the link and not get anywhere. And by default, the featured properties actually has the word show. So you're going to click on the word show. So it looks like that. So if you don't have active listings, click on the hide button so it's hidden. And if featured property is not turned on, be sure you click on show. You're going to come down and you're going to hit publish. Now, this is where the next step is where we really get the SEO working for us. And again, when I'm talking about SEO, if you haven't heard me say it before, I'm talking about search engine optimization, Google, DuckDuckGo, or anything else under the sun. Now we're going to go to home page. And when I click on home page, I'm going to come on down. And what I taught in the early days was I took the default of my office listings. So my featured properties were always my office listings. Well, I've learned since then that I want to click that arrow and be sure I've selected featured properties so that I am getting that new content and I'm helping grow my website. And I'm going to publish. Now I'm going to go visit my site before I go do the next step. So right now I have welcome home, I have properties, I have buying and selling, and this is typically the way all of our websites are set up. One of the easiest things you can do to differentiate your website, I'm going to come back here to home page, and I'm going to click on site pages, all pages again. And I'm going to come down here and see this about me section. It's got my bio and contact me and such. So I'm going to left click about me and I'm going to drag it up and I'm going to drop it in underneath the welcome home. Okay, so it reads welcome home, about me, properties. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to hit publish. We're going to come back to the visit your site and we're going to refresh the page. Wait for it. And look at that. Now I have welcome home. I have about me. So, you know, even before they get into properties, why should they work with me? Well, maybe they'll click on my bio, you know, possibly, right? So that's one of the quickest and easiest things you can do because you can literally change the order of the menu items. What I'm going to show you next is going to deal with this down here. Oh my goodness, I forgot to go back and take those out. Oh no. So I'm going to have to show you how to do that. So let me go back to site pages. I'm going to come to appearance this time, and I'm going to go to footer. And I'm going to edit my custom footer. And I'm going to get rid of these because I want to show you a couple of things. Because this is going to be one of the first customizations you do. This, we can even take that out. Okay? Get rid of it altogether. Now this is what it looks like. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and click done. And I'm going to go ahead and click publish. Just so I can demonstrate. See that? It's all gone, right? All right. So coming back here. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to click on builder. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to grab this little photo right here. And I'm going to put it in between just like that. And then I'm going to, if it's not already, I'm going to click on general and I'm going to go select the photo. Now, as you upload photos, they'll automatically show up in your media library, but I got to pretend that they don't exist. And so I got to go get them. So I want the Century 21 in light. That's a ping. Again, the advantage of a ping is it will not have a background. So see, there it is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click the plus again. And this time I'm going to add a couple of rows. So I'm going to take two columns and I'm going to drag it and put it there. Then I'm going to click on modules because I've installed two rows. And again, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm just going to go add a photo. And all I'm doing is left clicking and dragging those things into place, okay? So now that I have a photo, I gotta go back and get my, in fact, I'm gonna do this two ways, okay? I'm gonna show you this. Okay, that's a JPEG, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and save that. Going to click on my plus because I got to add another photo to this one. Remember, I had 2 columns. This time I'm going to take a PNG. And see the difference? This one does not look good at all, right? I mean, I'm just saying. But I want to show you something. Remember, I downloaded 2 columns and I said, you know what? I'm not good with that. I want to do something a little bit different. So even though I didn't have the column, I'm going to grab this photo thing and I'm going to put it right in between, just like that. Now, see, that's one thing I hadn't showed you yet, but that's like really huge, really, really big, right? So one of the things you can do with each photo that you upload is you can come in here and you can change the size of the photo. See, that looks much better. It's more consistent with this, same height and everything else, okay? And I'll show you what I've done with the company page here in just a moment. But once I have my footer the way I want it, all I got to do is click on done. I can discard all of my changes. I can save it as a draft, which means it's not going to be published. It'll be hidden. Or I can click on publish and it will automatically update my website. So here it is, not there.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Now watch, it's talking to me. Look at that.
I don't understand.
She doesn't understand. Boy, she ain't alone, right? So let me close out of there. So there was a couple of easy ones, okay? I'm going to come back to home. The next thing I would like to show you, and I'd actually like to try to encourage you to do, I'm going to go to my other browser simply because that's where my information is saved. And I want to go to showing time. I'm just going to log in. And hopefully you've been in here before and you've done other things, but right now I'm just going to come up here to reports. It's in the middle. And then I'm going to come over here to market stats, which is the second one. And now I have some options. So right now, by default, I'm getting the average sales, the median sales price for the entire MLS. Or I could get the average sales price. You notice anything different? If I go to the average sales price, it's going to be higher than the median. What median is means it has the equal number above as it does below for housing, okay? Average is literally you take all of the list, all of the sales prices, and you divide it by however many you have, okay? So median is going to be a truer representation. But up here, it says entire MLS. Well, you know what? That don't really work for me. So I'm going to type in Troy. And it gives me the option of the Troy School District. So you know what? I could also Troy and Oakland County as an area, right? I could go and I could add another area. What Shelby's just down the road, right? Shelby's just down the road. And so I look. Wow, it's got people's names and everything. Shelby Township in Macomb County. So I'm going to click on that. I can continue to add up to 4. Okay, I can have 4 different areas on my map. Now, why is that of value? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to come over here. Notice how as I go along here, it changes. And right now, the numbers are in for January. So there it is. That's the numbers for Troy, and that's the numbers for Shelby. Okay, and it's interactive. So I'm going to click on the share button. And then I am going to click on live. I'm going to click on embed. I'm going to choose large because that's what I want. And then I'm also going to choose interactive iframe. iframe is a fancy way of saying video. So live, embed, interactive, large, click on share, and copy and paste that information right there. Okay. I'm going to go back to my website. And this time I'm going to go to site pages, all pages. And I'm going to click on add new. When I click add new, by default, it starts with custom page, but it gives me all kinds of options here, right? Well, custom page it is, and I'm going to hit submit. Now, I'm going to give my new page a title, obviously. I'm going to click on save draft, because what it's going to do when I click on save draft, it's going to automatically save and create a URL for me that I will be able to reference to. See, the URL is now created. Now, right now I'm under text editor. I'm going to click on builder. Notice builder is kind of hard to see, but right there it is. And when I click on builder, we're kind of back where we were when I was playing with a footer, aren't we? Because we're looking at all this stuff. Now, the great thing about custom pages is there are a bunch of templates, okay? If you're into Find Your Dream Home and you're looking to have your picture up front and big, you can do that. This one actually has a YouTube video that plays. But there's all types of new homepage. There's a homepage Beaumont and homepage Valor, homepage Porter, homepage Manhattan, just on and on and on. Again, you can select a template. And in fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and digress just for a minute. Okay. And so I like this one, but maybe I don't like that image. So all I got to do is click on that little wrench up there in the left-hand corner and scroll down, and I can remove that image. And I'm just going to put that one in there just for sakes of time. There's my new image. I get down to we will sell luxury products from coast to coast, discover our upscale. You know what? I don't even like any of that. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. And again, buy easier, sell faster. I like that. Find an agent. Well, heck yeah, I like that. And maybe you have something you want to add in addition to. One thing I can do is I can click on duplicate and see it's duplicated right here. Or I can left click and drag just like I showed you with the image. I can have 3 columns there. No, I like it better when I was over here. And notice that stays there. So now I can grab that and put that over there. Now I got 4. Kind of cool. Let's say I already showed you how to delete a section. You can get rid of the whole thing. When you come up here, you're going to click on publish, save draft, or discard. Let's say that you started to create the stuff and you said, you know what, I grabbed the wrong template. You know what? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to click on plus. And this time I'm going to pick this template and see it replace or append new layout. In other words, it would add to it. I'm just going to replace the existing layout. And now again, I can go to town. A lot of good stuff here, folks. All right. But I want to have no template. So I'm going to discard, get rid of everything. I don't want none of it. Local housing market. Since I did that, it took away my template. Now I'm back at really ground zero. So I have to come up here and I have to click on builder. When I click on builder, I'm back to a blank template. I'm going to come up to rows and I'm going to drag a row over here. Then I'm going to click on modules. What I like about the modules is if you want to do a search function, that search function is there for you. Oh, what I didn't show you in templates, not only is there Moxie templates, but there's also landing pages and content. Save templates are going to be templates that I'll create that I'll push out to agents for them to use, hopefully. But we're going to go back to modules. And since I told you iframe is a fancy way for video, over here, I'm going to grab this video and I'm going to drop it in there. And see, I'm going to paste my video and boom, there's my video. Kind of cool, right? All right. That looks nice, but I want to plus it up a little bit. So I'm going to click on that wrench. And I'm going to scroll down. Now there's a couple different things I can do. I could come in here and I could pick a color and say, all right, let me try that. Oh no, I haven't that no. Oh no. If you're interested in using the gold associated with Century 21, it is pound BEB 087. Okay. And the nice thing is once you do pound BEB 087 and you have it there, you can click this plus and you can add it to your favorites. If you happen to be of the blue persuasion, that is hashtag 012169. Notice how it changes. And again, if I click the plus, added to my presets. So next time I want to use the color, I already got it saved. I don't even have to remember it. But my row's missing something. For one, this is kind of sitting off to the left, right? So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click on video settings, structured data. Well, I really don't have much I can do with it, can I? So let me go back to this. Come on. Style, fixed content width. You can change anything in all of this. You know what? I just had another idea. Instead of color, I'm going to get rid of the color. I'm going to put a picture. And I'm going to go and get a picture. Again, if you already had the picture uploaded, you can skip this step. Let me go to downloads. I'm going to grab this one right here, just for giggles. And select the photo. And look at that. Save it. Very nice, right? Very professional looking. But that might be kind of hard to read. So I'm going to come back and then I'm going to click on my plus and I'm going to hit heading and I'm going to drag it over on top. And right now, by default, it started at style because that's where I last was. So I got to click on general. And now I can give it a name. Now I can say medium sales for our area. Oh, for one, that's kind of hard to read. Would you agree? So that didn't work out really well for me. Median home sales prices. And since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and click on style. And I'm going to choose a color. And again, I'm just going to go to my presets. I'm going to grab that one there. And then my font, I have the ability to change it to any of these. Lots of choices. Maybe sometimes we have too many choices, right? Also, while we're in here, we can change the size of the font. Let me move this out of our way. The weight's not quite right for me, so I'm going to click on bold. There we go. And I can make it a little bit bigger. You know what? That font's not working for me. I'm going to go back to the default font. Folks, it's your website. You can make this literally whatever you want. I'm going to take that out so it's close enough. It's about the same width as the graph. Change colors. If you wanted to add spacing in between, you wanted to add shadows. I mean, literally, folks, you can play with this to your heart's content. But so here we go. We got this, right? I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click on publish. As soon as I do that, this becomes interactive. It's actually live. And what is nice about it is that at the end of the month, when February comes, your graph is going to update itself. You don't have to do anything. Once you have it there, it's there. Let me go back to showing time and close this out, because what I suggest is sales price is a great one. Okay. I really truly agree. Homes for sale. I kind of like that one too. And again, you can add areas. Days on market is another one that I think has value. Interesting to see how that trend line goes down. I just love the fact that it's interchangeable. But notice you can also do by bedrooms. You can do by square footage. You can do by garage or not. You could do it by cash only, FHA only. You could do residential or condominiums. You could do it by pricing. Again, way too much opportunity, way too much information, right?
So if you wanted to, like with me, I'm specializing in condos, just select condos, right?
Absolutely.
You know, if I want to be considered the condo expert.
Yep, absolutely. So this is the generic, and I call it generic because basically we all went through the very same steps, chose an image, chose whether we wanted to be agent focused or real or search focused. We put in a little bio, got our picture up there, got our featured properties, got our fine homes and estates. You know what? Fine homes and estates, I realize that that's a branding thing, but what if I don't like it? Let's say, so I'm going to click on admin home. And I got to do that because I can't get to builder from that page. And so I'm going to come to site pages, all pages. Welcome home. That's the one right there because that's your home page. So I'm going to click on edit and it takes me here. What the heck? I can't do nothing. Well, yeah, because this is where the fine homes and estates is. I could change that to read luxury homes. Go down and hit publish. Now I want to go and visit my site. Now it's, oh, gotta wait for it to fill. Now it says luxury homes. Okay, so let me go to the town and country. Oh, I suppose I'll start out right. Yeah, because I'm in the, it's going to take me in as an admin. I'll even though, forget it. I don't want to go there. I'm going to do it from here because I don't want to go in from an admin standpoint. Oh. Oh, might help if I spelled it right. Sometimes I get fat thumbs. So here is the Century 21 Town and Country site, okay? And as you notice right off the bat, the pictures are changing. You also might see that there's a little bit of a shadow on Find Your Next Home. Newest listings is a choice where you can go in and you can select the last 30 days. It's a custom search, but newest listing. So that's always going to be at the top. And then, of course, featured listings are exactly how you define them to be. And there, I got luxury homes. And if I don't like that, I can change it to fine homes and estates. Also on the company page, within the home page, I can actually click on an office page and it will take me to information about the office, gives me a map. It's got the walk score, school district information, parks and recreation, bike score. It's got some history, some architecture, some communities, boroughs, all kinds of information, a couple of images, again, a map of just Rochester, okay, demographics, and so on and so on. Lots of stuff. And this is what is on the bottom of the company website. So if you're certified for relocation, you could add the logo. If you're certified for fine homes and estates, you could add the logo. And of course, if you're certified for commercial, you could add the logo. Again, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying you got the option to. So these links here at the bottom, they work. And that's the one thing I forgot to show you on my footer when I did it. So let me jump back there for just a moment because this is kind of important. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of here. And I'm going to come up to appearance and I'm going to go to footer. And I'm going to edit my custom footer. So right now it's got home, it's got properties, about me, and most of us have blog in there. Okay. So I took it out for the last class and did not add it back in, but I'm going to go put it back in. And of course, I don't want it to go to neighborhood news. So I got to figure out what the blog is, right? So I'm going to come up here. All I need is that last piece, blog. I'll grab that, go back to my footer, and paste it in there. Let me get that /. So if you're not blogging, the reason I'm showing you this is because if you're not blogging, you need to get rid of it. I'm going to click on that, because what happens when they click on home, they're going to go to home. When they click on about me, they're going to go to my bio, which I don't have because I'm not a Century 21 agent. Properties, blog, now I hope you noticed something there just a moment ago. Properties by default goes to my active listings, but I don't have any. Oh man, if I don't have any, I need to do something about that, right? And if I don't have a bio, I guess I really need to get rid of that, but this goes to my active listings. So what do I have to do? Well, we come back and we update that. We're going to click on, let's go ahead and close that out. We're going to click on edit again. We're going to come up here and we're going to go visit our site just for a moment. And properties, I'm going to click on featured. And again, all I need is that last piece. I don't know if I have to have listings or, yeah, I have to have listings because it went to Witchmajig. So here we go. I'm going to come down to properties. I'm going to click on the wrench. And right now it says listings, my active listings. And of course, I don't want it to go there. Now I know I could just type in feature dot, but I'm not going to. Save. Done. Publish. And when they click on it, wait for it. And it takes them to feature properties. So see, there's two things that you want to make sure that you take a look at on your links that are at the bottom. Okay. You want to make sure they go to where you want them to go or to remove them altogether. Now, what I'd like to show you next is I want to give you just simply ideas. Again, this is pretty simple. As far as the images, you actually control the speed by which they go. You can have as many as you want. You can update them or do it's literally whatever, or you can have a static. That's okay too. But what I want to do is I want to go to Bob DeVore Moves You for some inspiration on two things. One, let me go back here. So This is my website, Bob DeVore dash the real estate center.sites.c21.homes. Kind of long, kind of wordy. If I were to share that with someone, there's a good chance I'm going to have to say it more than once in order for them to understand it, right? I mean, Bob DeVore dash the real estate center. And of course, they didn't spell center the way they're supposed to. It's instead of being TER, it's TRE because it's fancy. And then .sites. So, and I say that to the point that if you don't have a vanity domain that can just drip off your tongue for your business card or any other type of promotion, I would encourage you to consider a vanity domain, because needless to say, if I say Bob DeVore moves you, that's pretty easy. If I say, what about Bob, which is one of my websites as well, that directs here, it works. But as you notice on my website, I got my theme going, rotating. I got my featured properties. I got some information about sell faster, buy easier. Kind of look familiar to that one template you saw before, huh? Again, those templates, you can customize them any way you want. And as you scroll down my page, these two little things here, your home is worth what? And it's about time you own a house. Those are just little GIFs that I created with a GIF maker. Nothing fancy. Seller guides, buyer guides. You want to get an instant estimate on your home? You can do that because that'll take you. I got a couple of YouTube videos. I rotate these, update one every month. So this one becomes number 2, this one becomes number 3, and the new one comes over here. And then, of course, my blog. Why am I have my blog on my homepage? Because I blog Monday through Friday, and because I'm editing, it keeps me relevant. Also, under What About Bob? So I got Bob's bio, which comes from Dash. I got what do people say about Bob? And of course, if you're a Century 21 agent, then you have Real Satisfied that you can connect to your website. And I would truly encourage you to do that. For those of us that aren't Century 21, we don't have Real Satisfied. So we have to depend on the testimonial that they've given us or create our own. And so this is what people say about Bob. And again, got images, not all of them. For whatever the reason is, I decided to use images sometimes, and other times I chose not to. So it's different, kind of changes things up. But also under here is where I have my designation so that if they want to work, if they don't even know what an SRES is, again, they can click on it and get all kinds of information about being an SRES. And I got lots of information. Continue to work on down because again, there's lots more there. Got my blog. I broke it up into a couple different categories. Sellers, got all kinds of tips. Some of them are easy to do. Marketing strategy, even got a video to show how it would showcase your home. Got a contact card. But one of the things I really wanted to point out is, and I encourage you to get with your partners, and I'm talking essentially your mortgage person. Down here in the middle, now notice first, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different items on my menu. This in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down, I've gotten 6 leads from where people click on mortgage pre-approval. And when they do, they get to go to my mortgage person. So there's my mortgage person. I worked with her to get, I had to be in compliance with how she can market herself because they have rules that are a little bit different than ours. So if they click on learn more, they're going to go to a website about her. But the part I love is they click on apply now, it takes them to this quick and easy form where if they put in their email address or their phone number, when they do, I get an email and she gets an email because somebody clicked on it. I love it. Got 6 leads so far. Again, my properties, my housing market graphs, I even have reports based by school district, or you get everybody. And again, I chose 4 cities. Now, this is important, and I did not point this out, but your contact information is included right there on the graph. They don't have to go search for it. They don't have to go look for it. Your name, who you're working with, the office phone number, and then your email address. And like I said,
so that's already on there for, we don't have to do anything?
Yep, you don't have to do it. It's automatic because it comes from Showing Time. So I have the Fenton, Holly, Lake Fenton, and Linden homes for sale. I have the Fenton, Holly, Lake Fenton, and Linden average sales price. I have the Fenton, Holly, and Linden days on market. And again, it's interactive, folks. They can go backwards, they can go forwards. I don't have to update it. It's automatically there. Got a video, which reminds me. So on the Town and Country website, because Showing Time does have that information on it, I had to go to the MLS to get this. And this is nothing more than the median sales price and the breakdown above it, and then the median sales price by condo above it. This is the basically with Real Comp, you create the PDF, and then all I did was I broke the PDF up so that I could get a big graph to go with a little template. You know, and if you say, well, it's not big enough for people to read, there's nothing that says I don't click on the word builder up there, slide down here, and I can actually take this, and if I wanted to, put it down here. Look how big it just got. And then I could come up. The problem is the way I did my the graphs, I can't do that, but maybe that's okay. But notice this one's still small, right? Well, that's because this is still over here. Whoop, click twice. This is nothing but a filler. So if I get rid of that, look at that. Now I got residential on top. I got the graphs, then I got the condo.
And you brought that from MLS?
Yep, brought that from the MLS. Now, the downside to this particular report is, you notice I got to go back and update it because right now it says December of 2022. If I use the Showing Time report, I don't have to update it because it will update automatically at the end of the month. But this one, if I want to have my website current, I need to go in and update this because that'd be kind of cheesy, don't you think? So, yep, I got to do that. Got to get her done. I'm not going to save any of the changes I made, so I'm going to just discard.
Do you know how soon MLS updates?
The graph that I showed you before, it was updated on yesterday.
Okay.
Literally.
Okay.
Showing Time is much bigger than our MLS, to say the least. It's huge. But also notice that these buttons are in here to see more listings from the newest listings. This is all customization, folks. None of the office pages or my website, either one, are cookie cutters. I'm not saying that I didn't start out with a template, but I made the template what I wanted it to be. And a lot of what I did was I just started out from scratch with nothing. So I know I threw a lot at you. Hopefully I also fed you some ideas. I will send you the link to the video for this. It'll probably be tomorrow by the time I get the link and get it uploaded. But if you want to take it to the next level and you have a couple of ideas, then I would encourage you to, at the bottom of the email I send out every Monday, go to the bottom of the email and click for a 50-minute one-on-one with me, and we'll do it via Zoom and we'll make it yours. Or if you're good to go, hey, show me what you've done. I love to look at what people have accomplished because my mind is very finite. It only knows what it knows, okay? So a lot of ideas I've learned from other people's examples. And I love learning. So school me, educate me. I don't know it all. Last quick tip. I'm going to take and let me see here. There's this property and gains. So I'm going to click on this property. Last quick tip. So I'm going to click on that picture. What I'm going to do is a little bit of a screenshot. I'm trying to figure out where to grab it at. There we go. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and close it. I'm going to come up and grab this. Then I'm going to go to my Facebook. While it's thinking there, I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So went to my desktop. Oop, there it is right there. And then I'm going to post it. Now, why would I do that? Well, the reason I would do that is because I want to drive traffic to my website, right? So here I have this property, and when they click on it, they get this URL right here. And they click on that URL, and where does it take them? It takes them to my website. Oh, wow, look at there. My contact card comes up. Call me, email me. Oh my goodness gracious sakes alive. I hope you like that.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's how you drive traffic to your website, folks. It's the easiest thing you can do. You can share that same link on Twitter. You can share that same link on Instagram. You can share that same link on LinkedIn, whatever, Tumblr. I don't care what platform you're using. Drive traffic to your website. That connectivity is huge. You cannot spend enough money to replace what, if you just take a few properties off of the company website. And I understand Core Listings doing its thing, but put it on steroids, because Core Listing doesn't direct them to your website. This directs them to your website. Questions before we're done? Because we're literally done. Medina, you've been kind of quiet.
Sorry about that, but thank you very much. I was listening. I prefer listening. But I appreciate I took the notes. I was writing everything down. So, like now it's up to me. I will try. And then if I have some glitches, I will definitely reach to you. And I appreciate you taking your time and explaining everything in details to me.
Absolutely. And again, what I'll do tomorrow is I will send you an email that will include the recording of this. I will also include the Moxie website intro that takes you through some of the initial steps of getting your website up and running.
That actually, I was thinking to ask you if you could do that. So I really appreciate.
Yep.
You are always ahead of me.
Well, my wife doesn't say that, so
There you go.
I'm going to chalk that up. All right.
Put her on the spot right now so I can tell her, that you're always.
All right. So you guys have a great afternoon. And look for that email sometime in the morning. All right.
Thank you. Thank you again. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.